Happy New Day. Happy early rise. It is a wonderful day. It is a wonderful day in a wonderful space, in a wonderful life, in a wonderful excitement that we open our eyes again to give gratitude, to be thankful, to love, to appreciate life. That's the most amazing thing. Just appreciate life. Appreciate where you are. Appreciate where you're going. Appreciate what is happening. To give gratitude for what is happening in this space in your life. Seem a little better. Here we go. Appreciate life, what is happening in your life today. Just thankful on this amazing day number 7. Oracle Mother, Yanis Lamel, Nutri Prime Supreme, 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement and at the Wallow Tribe. I greet you with that. I am all love, and all love is within me. I give love. I receive love. I accept love. I am walking in abundance. I am fulfilling my purpose. I am connected to all. Unconditional love is my guide. There is one truth, one law. I am I create. I am a divine being, having a divine human experience here in the heart on planet Earth. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Today is the best day of your life. Today really is the best day of your life. Every day we wake up with gratitude. As the sun is rising on the inside as well as the outside. It's a great day. It's a happy new day. It's a day to appreciate life. It's a day to really to give thanks. It's a day to give thanks. It is a day to love yourself, to feel yourself, to appreciate yourself. It is a day to know that I am all that has been. I am all that is now. I am all that will be. And that is gratitude. To appreciate every moment in your life. To appreciate every moment in your life. To know that everything in my life is working, happening for me. And we are grateful for that as we rewrite the program. As we rewrite the program. As we rewrite the program. It's time for the shift. Rewrite the program. It's time for the shift. As seasons are changing, so are we changing. As seasons are changing, so are we changing. We give gratitude for all our team and energies. Mother, Father, Prime Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Guardian Angels, Spirit Guides, 24 Elders, Ancestors of the higher realms. We are acknowledging all the animal totems, the turtle energy, the fish energy, the unicorn energy, the cat energy, the owl energy. We are giving gratitude for all that is, all that has been, the wind, the fire, the air, the breath, all that is assisting us now within our temple. We are full of gratitude for the breath, all the orishas that are here that are assisting us. We give gratitude for the water. For the water is life. For the water holds memory. For the water is everything. Everything is water. Water is everything. It holds memory. And we give gratitude for all that is, all that has been, and all that will be in this now present moment. Thank for Kuan Yin, And we are thankful for the earth. Thankful for gratitude for Sophia in this now present moment. We are very grateful, thankful. And all of you that are connecting with us in this now present moment, in this early rise, as we are wholeness, as we are linked together in wholeness. Cool. Yeah, cool. It's a great day to be alive. Happy New Day. Happy New Day to everyone that is on the podcast with us, joining us today in this now sacred space that we have joined together as rising up early. I was laying there in the bed and opened my phone, and General was on. Well, she was playing one of her posts that she had posted, and it was the music that she was playing, and it ignited me to jump up. And so I am here. It's like time to go. That nothing in your world, let's just keep it real, nothing in your world has control over you unless you give it control, unless you give it the power, or unless you connect to that energy. And so connecting to the energy is connecting to the thoughts. So a master knows that they are the creator of their reality. And so that's what we're going to share about. We're going to share about rewrite the program. It's time for shift. In life, there are always, there are seasons above their seasons. So we got winter, spring, summer, and fall. So those are the seasons. But inside, within our reality, we also have seasons. So within the change, as above, so below, as within, so without. And so the seasons are changing. So are we. So as the seasons are changing, we are changing. So the shift is happening, right, I wrote little notes. It's amazing how I be writing. I just take something and write notes on it. Take everything in your life to change the program. Take everything in your life to change the program. So everything in your life that you have experienced, or everything in your life that you are experiencing now, that would be it'd be the positive and the negative. So take everything in your life to rewrite that program. And that rewrite that program. And my guys are saying that the very experience that you are having, use that to change the program. Because it is just like a scientist. And so someone that is in a science lab to discover, you discover how one things work one way, or how something happened one way. You have that ability to discover how to rewrite that, or to recreate that to benefit you. And so my guys are saying that don't just settle for something that is being presented to you. And what has happened, we have been just settling for what's being presented to us. In life, we don't have to settle for what is being presented to us, because we are the creator. We are creators of our reality. This is where being still and know that you are God. You don't have to settle for anything that is being presented to you on your journey. We are the creator of our reality. So it's like, be in the world, but not of the world, but create the world. I love that. So be in the world, and in the words, we're in the world, right? But we're not of the world. We're here to create the world. So that's a powerful affirmation. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. I'm creating my world. So I'm creating my world. So as I'm creating my world, my thoughts create my reality, which means my thoughts create my world. And so settling is in a place to where you settling that you just gonna allow the illusional world to keep creating your reality for you. Oh, it's gonna happen regardless of what. So really, a lot of your things that you are experiencing is because you have just settled and allow it to happen, when you actually are the master, or you are source, or you are God, that have the power to create or to change the reality. In other words, you're the one that you control the pen and the paper. So you're the one that controls the pen, you have the paper, you can rewrite. It means your thoughts create your reality. That the moment that you change the thought, it changes the reality. Just remember, you are the gardener. And by being the gardener, you're the one that decides what seeds that you want to plant in your garden. You're the one that decides what the seeds that you want to plant in your garden. Not only that, you decide what areas in your life that you want the seeds to be planted in your life. You decide, you're the one that decide whether you want to eat of that fruit or not. It is all of you. Where it may talk about in the garden, in the garden, let's use this for example, which coming, that in the garden, it talks about how let's say Eve, I'm just going to use this Eve, and it says that she ate of the fruit. She ate of the fruit, and so the life changed. So you're the one that have the power to decide what happens in your life. This is not a world where you just have to settle that for the negative things to happen in your life. No, the master, the ascended master, knows that they have the power to change their life journey, their life experience. It's only when you don't know yourself or the ability and the power that you have within you to change the reality. You may have gone through everything in your life, experienced this or experienced that, but it doesn't mean that you have to remain that way. It doesn't mean that you have to keep accepting a story or a cycle that has been repeated over and over. It would be the same with the season changes. It doesn't, different seasons coming, right? But it doesn't mean that those patterns have to be the same patterns in your life. It's just like we would say above, they have winter, spring, summer, and fall. So if we would attach that to the calendar, so in the calendar, okay, winter, spring, summer, fall. In the calendar, they have what? The holidays. It doesn't mean that in your life that those holidays have to be the same pattern in your life. Doesn't mean that. That means that we have the power to change anything in our life that we don't want in our life. Smell it. I thought I was getting sneeze. We have that ability to change our life. And on this path, and let's just keep it real. I already introduced myself. I'm Oracle Mother Yanice Lamel, Nutri Prime Supreme 1216 of the Messiah Code and the Thawalu tribe. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. We operate from the dot. We operate from the dot. And from the dot, we know that we have every ability to create our world. To create our world, to design our world the way we want it to be designed. We are not settling for anything in our life. We have the ability to get up and go. We have the ability to speak life. We have the ability to change things in our life. Not only that, we can change it in our world. We can change it in our mind. We can change it in our vibration. We have that power to change everything in our world. Our mind is our garden. Our mind is our garden. We are the gardener. Our ability to hold the pen and the paper. We are the author. We are the writer. As the ability to create, write our own story, because it's time to rewrite the program. To rewrite the program is to change the thoughts. It is to change the program, is to rewrite it and understand that whatever data that has been uploaded in you, that you don't have to settle for that. You are plugged into your ancestors. You are plugged into source energy, because you are source energy in the physical body. You are energy, frequency, and vibration. And so what I am saying to you, or sharing with you on this path of our journey, as we are ascended masters on the path of ascension, awakening, it's just like we have an orange and we are pulling back the layers of the orange and get to the meat or the heart of the orange that benefits us on our life and our journey. We're no longer accepting old programs to where we allow ourselves to be running around here like our robot that just moving or just being controlled by something else that doesn't benefit us. No, let's look at Sunny. Sunny said, I'm going to use what's written up there. Sunny said, I'm in the world. I'm not other one. I'm here to create the world. In other words, Sonny said, I look like them, but that doesn't mean I am them. So which means you look like them, but that doesn't mean you are them. You are the master. We are the master. And so as masters, as ascended masters that we are, ascended masters, we are changing the world. We are changing our world. We are creating our reality. And changing that world is by what we think. Changing the world is by how we think, what we say, what we feel. We are really accepting ourselves as being the one, as our own savior. That's what we're doing. We're accepting that we are our own savior. And to be our own savior is to know ourselves. You must know yourself in order to be the savior. Yeshua knew that the savior could only be him. This is why he said, I and my Father are one. He knew that he was the savior for himself, as well as the savior for those that he was coming to bring the word to, or to be the light to. He was the savior to them. And you and me and we are the savior to ourselves and the savior to those, humanity. But one must know that the kingdom of heaven is within them, and greater works than what the ascended master did, those greater works we are doing now. And not being trapped within the illusional world, being trapped within that matrix, that system, allowing ourselves, because everything that you say, everything that you post, everything that you write is changing the world. Whether it's positive or negative, it's changing the world. You are the master. Remember, the master speaks. The master speaks. The master creates. All right. Let me read this because this keeps looking at me. I'm reading out of Introduction to Magic and Divination. Sawak. This is day number 7. Saturn, the 7th pillar. Sawak. Gender. Gender is in everything. Gender is in everything. Everything has the masculine and feminine. Principle. Gender manifests on all planes. Gender is manifested in everything. There are polar opposites, the yin and the yang. Every person has a biological sex as male or female, physically in body. However, psychologically, both qualities exist simultaneously in everyone. So in everyone, there's masculine and divine feminine energy in everyone. So because that brings balance. The same principle can be found in other things as well. Even the brain has a left and a right hemisphere that corresponds with peaceful gender traits. Nothing is above the shell. That's she and L. Nothing is above the shell. That is she and L. And so in life, I'm only going to be on here for a little while. I would think so. I know so. That on our life journey. And I'm just here to share this with you because this is where in my life journey experience, I share what I am experiencing as an ascended master, as oracle, as, gratitude, to know yourself, to know that you are the one that's creating your reality, and to know that the kingdom is within you. It is not anybody else doing it. It's you. Your life journey, your life experience is you. You are the one that creates that. It's time to rewrite the program. It's time to shift because we are shifting. And when I say rewrite the program, it's the time to change the thoughts. You are the master. There is nothing that you can't do in your life. There's nothing that you can't have. There's nothing you can't reach. Every ability within you as master, as ascendant master, as source energy in the physical body, as God, you are creator. There's nothing in your life that you can't do. And so as you are on your path, or we are on our path in this shift, winter, spring, summer, or fall, it says it's shifting to fall, right? And so there's so many things that are happening within you. Must know and align yourself with what is happening within you, because you're creating it. And you must align your thoughts with what is the vibration that you are offering within your life journey. Everything, I love that. Take everything in your life and change the program. You are not a victim. That's an affirmation all by itself. I am not a victim. I am a creator. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim of any choice, anything in my life that I am making. There is divine timing of me shifting into that area, but I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim, because when you allow yourself to be considered as a victim, which means you giving someone else power over you, and that's where humanity have been trapped in a reality of assuming, allowing the program that has been running in the matrix, to where it looks like something is above you, and you've allowed yourself to be belittled as if they control your reality. No, you are the one that controls the reality, because you're the one that's creating your reality. The moment that you know that you're the master and the creator of your reality is the moment that you take your power back. I say to that. Pluck up the negative seeds in your mind. Pluck up the negative weeds, which is the negative thoughts that's within your mind. And I can hear I am say, but you can take those negative seeds that have been planted in your garden and prune them and use them to benefit you. Because a weed or a seed that has been planted in your garden can be a benefit to you, because it can be replanted to something that's positive. What can you learn from the seeds of the weeds that have been planted in your garden? Because many of the weeds that's in the garden are there to help you actually to move you into your next level in life. Not to just look at them and observe them, but they are there for a reason. How can they benefit you on your life journey? Is that you know that thought that's there didn't benefit you? Why would I focus on that thought if it's not benefiting me? That means if I'm not focusing on it, then it's not going to grow anymore. But I focus on the seeds that are growing, that are producing, that are creating the reality that I desire to experience in my life. But if I know that it's not that weed over there, it's not that seed over there, it's not giving me any producing anything that's benefiting my life, then I'm not going to give any attention to that. And so if I don't give any attention to it, because where attention goes, energy flows. So if I'm not giving any attention to it, it's not going to move. It's not going to grow anything. But the moment I shift myself into those things that work out for me, that's what grows within my reality. That would help me. That's what I am shifting in. I'm really growing into that which I am. What I focus on, what I give my attention to, is those things that benefit me. I'm not being held back by somebody else or something else. No, it's where I focus my attention on. The moment that I focus my attention on the area that I want to go in life, guess what? It is like I'm shifting to that. My energy is zoned into that. But when I'm distracted, that energy goes that way to distraction. And when it goes to that distraction, those things hold me up. But when I'm focusing on those things that benefit me, where I want to go, where I want to be, what I want to do, that energy is focused zoned into that. And my subconscious mind is hooked to that. And we're in motion now. We're in Harukman. We're in motion. We're flowing in that way. But when I'm distracted, that holds me back. Oh, I love that. Where attention goes, energy flows in your life. Where attention goes, energy flows, and you are energy, frequency, vibration. So where you are focusing on, your energy is zoned into that. That's why the world has been many worlds, because there's not just one world. Everyone is creating their own world, and in their own world, they are experiencing their own world. But when you look at the world and they come and talk to you and say, "Oh, this is going on," this is going on, that's where they've been zoned in, or they've been focusing on those things, and so they have been creating that reality. And so it's not somebody's doing something to them. That's their thoughts. That's what's in their subconscious mind, because they've been zoned into that, and the subconscious mind is delivering that to them. Oh, I stated that. I feel that deep down inside my belly. So, in our life, be the world, not of the world, but create the world. Create the world. Create it. My thoughts. Create my reality. I am that I am. I am that I am. I can move in every area in my life that I desire to move. Have whatever I want to have. The only thing or only one holds you back is yourself. Ascended Master, you already know this. We already know this. Messiahs, we already know this. Primes, I already know this. Messiah, leader, savior of a particular group with a cause and one that is in preparation for war. The most mighty thing is just that, hey, the battle ain't out there. The battle is in the mind. The battle is in the mind. You are the master. You are the master of your reality. You are the gardener, but the battle is in the mind. In the mind is the garden. So, and it says in the key volume, the all is mine. The all, A-L-L, is mine. The universe is mental. We are the universe. There's the macro and the micro. We are a small universe, but we are the universe. So the universe is mental. And you know, have what they say, there's a lot of people with mental, which means the universe is made up of all thoughts and people are thinking. So which means the universe is expanding off of the thoughts that we are having. And those thoughts can be a positive or those thoughts can be negative, but the mind is all. The all is mine. And so your garden is the all. And so what you are planting in your garden, to positive, negative. And we're in another season. We're shifting into another season. What seeds are you planting in your garden? And how are they benefiting you now? Because see, you in the world, but you're not of the world, but you're creating your world. So what seeds are you planting in your garden? And what seeds? It's time to pluck up those seeds that don't benefit you in your life experience now. Because you know, as a gardener, there's certain times you plant seeds, right? There's seeds that you plant in spring, and there's seeds that are planted in the summer, because when you plant in the spring, you reap in the summer. And so now we're in the fall. There are certain kinds of seeds that you plant in the fall. I think they plant to have the collard greens and mustard, dime greens and all that stuff, you know, but there's a season of change. So what season are you in, and what are you planting in your garden? Are you still repeating an old program that has been running for 26,000 years? Are you still repeating that same program? Are you still planting in that same area in your mind? This is a question. And so on our life journey, in our life experience, which I love, that to be where I am in this place of knowing that we create our own reality. Ashe, happy new day to everyone that's on the live. So in life, your life journey is so amazing, but it's time to rewrite the program. If you get up every day, and you get up every day, and you got the same thoughts every day. Oh, it's another day. I'm going to work. You know, if you get up every day with the same thoughts, you create the same reality. If you get up with knowing that it's a season of change, my season of change is happening within me now. My season of change is that I'm wholeness, that I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. That my life only changed when I decide to change it. You know, this body that I'm in, this vehicle that moves me from one place to the next, will only move when I give it the command to move. Oh, I love that. It's not going to move until I tell it to do it. Hey, we're rising up today. We're clocking in today. Today is the best day of our life. So when I send out the signal, because we're driving this vehicle, I'm the one that's responsible for this vehicle that I'm in. I'm the one that's responsible for taking care of my vehicle. Just like you have a physical car, you're responsible for the oil change. You're responsible for checking the tires, you know, and make sure it get its maintenance inspection. You're responsible for that. Your vehicle, this vehicle that you're in, you're responsible for that. And so it's time to rewrite the program. It's time for the shift. The shift is happening within all of us. And knowing that it is happening, because you can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel the shift happening within me. And so in our life, and that shift, my guys are saying, in that shift that's happening within you, it could be a way you change your eating habit. Is a shift. The things you don't desire to be bothered with anymore is a shift. The places that you don't desire to go anymore is a shift. Those are all signs that the shift is happening within you. You zone in to just meditation. That's a shift. That's a shift that's happening within you. See, rewrite the program. It's time for the shift. And the shift is knowing that you are the creator of your reality. And in many things in our life, that things are just falling off of you. You know those strings that Pinocchio had on him, that he had to move a certain way. You know, he could only move because he was attached to the strings. The strings are the strings. And as the transformation happened within Pinocchio, and the Pinocchio actually means the pineal gland, your pineal gland. That's what it actually means, the word Pinocchio. And activation, it means it's not calcify anymore. That you are able to create your reality, that you no longer are the scales are no longer on your eyes, that you are actually looking through the lenses of source, to know that you are source, because the reflection, remember, what's on the inside is going to be the reflection on the outside. And you see yourself that way, as source energy, source energy, and that you're creating your reality, that your life experience, your life journey, is that this book that you're writing, this movie that you're producing is live. It's lights, it's cameras, it's action. It's a movie that is being shown as you go through it. You know, like we ran this right now, and then it's going to be in next season. No, this movie is happening now. This movie is on the scene now. The book that you're writing, they're reading the book now. People are seeing the book now. The author is writing the book now. You're living the pages of the story that you are writing now. Every word, every vibration is in your book, because you are the book. You are the book. You are the story. You're the great. This is the greatest book, the bestseller that you're writing. And, people are lined up for this. I love this. And what we're sharing about today, that to be in the world and to be not of the world, but to create the world. That's what you're here for, Messiahs. That's what we're here for. To be in the world, not of the world, but to create the world. But that world that we are creating, because we came through all of that, all that programming, all that stuff that we experiences now, we're rewriting the program, because the shift is happening within us, because we are the masters. We're the masters. I must go see the master. Go see the master. The master knows everything you know. And it's all in you, because the blueprint is within you. Everything that you are designing is a part of your blueprint. Every experience is a part of your blueprint. Every part. It's just like the writing that's in the caves, in the pyramids on the walls. It's all a part of your blueprint. in your life experience. So whatever you are starting, your business is all a part of your blueprint. When you were going to start your business, how many business that you're going to have, it's all on your blueprint. You are the creator. It's not anything in your life is happening as a coincidence. No. Or by chance. It's all written on the tables or the tablets of our heart. We are creators of our reality. And so that's what I want to share with that today. Let's see where else we're going. I know I want to do some reading today, and we're going to do some reading. And happy early rise to everyone that are here with me. And I shared a little about General's music got me up. And plus I had Gwen in the bed with me, so shared my bed. And so I just wanted to get on here and just send some love to everyone to let you know that you're greater than many may not see themselves that way. See yourself as that greatness. Oh, I love it. You are greatness. We are greatness. We are the master, the writer, the actor, producer, director, architect, gardener, programmer, operator. We are all of that. And we're moving throughout this time and space. That's all of that. As the shift is happening within us, we are source energy inside the body, inside the vehicle, having the experience. But our thoughts are creating our reality. So the body is only going to move when whatever you focus on, because that's where the body going to move at. You're the one that sends it out. The body is responding to you. The cells in your body are responding to you. So you are the commander. Oh, I love that. You are the commander. You're the one that's driving the vehicle. Cool. So, yeah. Ashe. So I did want to read out the secrets of Halloween. And we're shifting as on the Gregorian calendar. It's got in the Gregorian calendar to October coming up. And in a couple of days. And oh yeah, let me announce this why I have this in my head. We have let me just do a couple of announcements, then I'm going to read out of here. We have another that's getting ready to happen. Another great thing that's happening in our life that I'm going to be joining in is the October Raw Challenge. In that this Raw Challenge of October Raw Challenge it's really a life change. We can call it a challenge, but the choice is really yours that, you want to shift into another area in your life. You want to clear all those parasites out of your body. So that's a shift. So you're rewriting the program. Rewriting the program is that, my guys are saying to rewrite that program is that no longer the data that had been downloaded or uploaded within you that you desire to have the chips and the candy and the soda and all that. So to rewrite the program is that you're shifting to the raw. And you understanding your body or your program is being reprogrammed that you're taking this in your body to upgrade your body, your system itself. And so that's what's happening October the 1st. I think there is a post that's on Facebook that you can connect with us connect with Thea and Bankstar and the Goddess, and Thea the Goddess, Bankstar the Goddess as well. And of course, Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel in the air. I'll let you know what I know that I am taking part in that. There are many that are linked together because we're rewriting the program. We're not desiring to keep going through life the same way because life is a change. And when you stagnant energy holds you back. So there's life change. Life change, just like seasons change. Many people go through life in the same way and that's where a lot of the body is stiff. A lot of the body, it's like that program, the old program. And I'm going to use this for example. The old program, you come in this world, you grow up, You go to school, you go to college, get a degree, get a job, and become that which you say you're going to be, and that's it. You work that job until you get some age, 65, I think it's 65, then you retire and you go out the world. That's the old program. I come that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. That's the new program. And so your body requires new data. So the upgrade, because we're the network. And so the new data is being uploaded. We're being rebooted in our system. So it requires certain foods to keep it going. And so foods that are processed food can slow it down. Foods of the earth of your mother gives it energy. So the October 1st, the October raw, we'll call it challenge, as she says, challenge, is that it is open to all. Just like we did the 90-day water fast, the October raw challenge is open to all. And hey, it's up to you. We just put it out there for you. If you want a life change, if you want to live longer, as I said, it takes, your car has to have an oil change after so many miles. So does your body. So does your body. So does your lifestyle. A person gets tired of reading the same story over and over. There has to be, the author has to have come out with another version of the story or another book to go with the story. And if you keep reading the same book over and over, to one day in life, I'm sure it's a light bulb gonna go off in your head and say, man, this is the only story the author ever wrote. You understand? And I'm sure it says, oh, this is a great author. Man, he wrote this book back in 19 blah, blah, blah. And you mean to tell me he hadn't wrote another book? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the story, but it's something with the growth. You mean to tell me he only wrote one story and he hadn't grown since then? That's what I'm talking about. When you are on your path of ascension, of awakening, you're growing every day. Now, what you do with it is really up to you. But what I'm sharing with you is that your body needs an oil change. Ooh, I love that. Your body needs an oil change. And when it needs an oil change, we're looking at it as energy, because it's going through a shift, and it requires certain things to make the shift. It requires you to let go of things, because in order to make the shift, this ascension, you got to let go of some stuff, because the old stuff that was running in the old program don't work in this new shift in your body now. It doesn't work. If it works, it's something negative. So your body is being prepared for the shift. In order to make the shift, it's got to let go of some stuff. It's got to let go of the baggage that's been holding it down. I'll shade to that. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. It's been holding you down. It's time to lighten up. Let go of the bags that been holding on you. I mean, it looks pleasing to the eye. It does. Chips looks pleasing to your eye. You go in the store, you see the Lay's, all the Mother Frito and all that. They look pleasing to the eye. But how does it affect this vehicle? Because you can't put diesel oil into your vehicle. If you had a regular car, you can't put the diesel that goes in the truck into your regular car. It's going to tear up the motor, right? So eventually, after a while, you keep putting the processed food into the body. Eventually, it's going to tear it up, right? So your body needs an oil change. Oh, you went from 87, because you've been putting, 83 or 87 in your vehicle. And now the body is being upgraded. It's going up to like 90 something. That's what it needs. And that comes from the things that are from the earth. I'm just sharing. I'm talking about myself. Things that come from the earth. Your cells want the things that come from the earth in it, because that's what gives you the energy, helps you move throughout your body. And when you keep putting things in it that doesn't give off energy, or things that only give things that make your cells do this instead of your cells doing this. When you put things in your body that your cells love, they do a happy dance. Ooh, they be dancing. But when you put things in your body that doesn't benefit them, it go like this. That's why many of us I'm so tired. That's because we put in things in our body that we can't break down. We can't break down. We put the wrong gas in it. We put the wrong gas in our body. We need to put the right gas in our body. Things of nature. I mean, I'm just sharing what's going on in October. So if you would like to, we'd love to have you. Might as well make the rest of the announcement. Since I'm right here. Great things happening here in Tuwalu. Man, I'm just keeping it real. You know, we've been around for a long time. And with us being around a long time and our bodies have been around, it's just, you know, energy doesn't die, it changes forms. And so when it changes form, you have to understand how it changes form, what's keeping it going. And so what keeps your body going? What keeps your body going? It required us to understand what keeps it healthy, what keeps it young looking, what keeps it youthful. We have to know those things, because the illusional part of you wants you to put things in it that it may look like it or may taste pleasantly, but it doesn't benefit you. I'm just keeping it real. I've been there. I can only talk about myself. I've been there. I love potato chips. I did. I had to have a bag of potato chips and a ginger ale beside my bed for many years. But I'm just letting you know that those things got me to where I gained so much weight and I wasn't able to walk. And then I had that fall. But I'm telling you that I eat to live. You know, I eat to live now. I love to live and I want to live. I have a purpose in life. And when you're putting things in your body, you're thinking about that. You're like, hey, how is this? Is this going to benefit me, that I'm going to live? Or is this going to shorten my time on this earth? You know, I think about things like that. My walk is getting, I'm living longer. Or when I sit around, when I haven't taken my walk, I can tell when I haven't taken my walk. My bones get stiff. Or haven't put enough water in my body, I can tell. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's one of the announcements. December 21st, Karen's Kitchen here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just keep that in mind. What else? We got the Pilgrim's Vacation coming up in January. Love to have you take part in that. And we also have the 90-day water fast coming up. Take part in that. We're going to have the calendar if it's not already there, but the calendar is going to be posted as well. Happy New Day. That is going to be put on the Tuwalu's Facebook page. We have so many things that we are actually doing in this reality now. We have the prison ministry, the pen pal. We have also the Gambia clothing ministry that's going on. We have so many shifts, great things that are happening. And the food ministry, I'm still taking food to the bags of food to the people in the area where my daycare is. Not only that, we still have the nursing home ministry going on, taking non-perishable items there, hygiene things to them in bags, like toothpaste, soap, and deodorant, razors and things. I still do that. I don't talk about it, but I still do that. Take those things to the nursing home. I know one thing and this is something that just popped in my head because the season has changed, and I know this for a fact. And many of you are very talented, but this is just actually popped within my heart, is that to have a blanket ministry. And the blanket ministry, and I'm just putting it out here because I'm hearing it. The blanket ministry is that I want to, if you would love to take part in this, the blanket ministry is that I am going to, and I'll do it myself because I know me, take blankets to the elderly at the nursing home because they don't have enough blankets because they're laying around a lot, blankets to put on their bed. Each one have their blankets. So my goal is to have at least 100 blankets to take to the nursing home. And that's what, that just popped in my head. And I feel it so strong right here, is that the season is changing. Not all the elderly people that are there at the nursing home that we have adopted. We adopted Bryan Center Nursing Retirement Home. So that's here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's on Redmond Road. That's the nursing home we adopted. Tuwalu adopted that nursing home. And so as I go there, I see, what they have and what they don't have. But I know they be talking about being cold. And so blankets. And I am going to get blankets. If you would like to be a part of that, you can. But I know me. And I love to have those that have the same heart. Hey, baby. Have the same heart. Close the door, Gwen. To join in with me. Thank you, babe. To join in with me, the blanket ministry. And when they come to me, I go. Sometimes I wait around on people. I just get up and go, and I go do these things myself. But I felt led to just say it on the podcast to those that, the universal law is, and I don't want to do anybody injustice by not allowing you to be able to receive your abundance. So how I got where I am and how I am going where I'm moving throughout this time and space is that the greatest thing in my life, I learned how to give. I learned how to give because it is universal law. And I learned that early in life is that when you release, abundance comes back to you. And I put myself in the spirit of giving. And so that's how I got the daycare. I'm just being real with you. That's how I became a business owner. That's how I got everything in my life, by being a giver. I went through that change in my life where, with the marriage stuff, but I didn't stop giving when I was going through what I was going through. I took and I shared. I used to, let me just keep it real. I don't have nothing to hide. I love being an example that benefits somebody that may be experiencing this. At one time in my life, I used to get food stamps. You know what I used to do? I was at the place I was in, I was tithing. And so the very food stamp, because I didn't have a job. I didn't have a job at the time. So, but I was getting food stamps. You know what I did? The very food stamps that I got, I tithed off of the food stamps. That's where I was at that time. That was a shift that I was going through. And, but I didn't give up. I tithed off of it. Then not only that, I learned how to be a person the coupons. I learned how to do the coupon thing. So I would get newspapers and I would cut out the coupons. And the very thing that I would do, the coupons would come and I would cut them out and I would go to the store. I would tithe off of the food stamps that I got. I don't have anything to be ashamed of, because that's where I was at that time. Because you appreciate where you are and you use what you have in the moment that you have that. And so I did. I would take all that they had a food ministry at the church where I was attending. I tied off of that. I took it to the church. Let me tell you, I would take bags and bags and bags of groceries, because with the coupons, I learned how to go to the stores where you get triple and double off the coupons. I'm just telling you. That's where I was then. This is where I am now. I appreciate where I was and I appreciate where I am now in life. That I learned how to understand the law of giving, the law of receiving, the law of reaping, harvest, planting. I learned how to love that. I learned how to be excited about giving. And I learned that you don't have to just always give in a church. There's other ways to give, and it's still in alignment with the universal law. This is what I'm just sharing. I'm just, sharing I don't have anything to be ashamed of. Why would I be ashamed of what I am? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just keeping it real with you. So, that's one of my things to, I want to have that done by November. I want to complete that by November, because I want them to receive it before the Karen's Kitchen, because I want to, I'm going to do some, I'm going to check on Amazon to see how much blankets actually cost and how much I can get them in bulk. And then if anybody would like to take part in that, you can cash out. And once I post it, I'm just going to post it. And guess I'll call that, what we call it? The blanket ministry. And the Wallace Blanket Ministry. And I'm going to post that on there. And once I find out how much it costs for just one blanket, if you would like to sponsor a blanket, the Cash App will be on there, the Zelle will be on there, the PayPal will be on there. and you just put that for the blanket ministry. This is for the nursing home, the elderly. And I mean, it's not only elderly people in the nursing home. You'd be surprised. There are a lot of younger people in the nursing home too. So that's one of the things I want to do. Okay, I covered that. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I covered the Pilgrim's Vacation, 90-day water fast, the October Raw challenge. Yeah, I think I did. So thank you so much for listening with that. So now I'm shifting a little bit. I wanted to read out of The Secrets of Halloween. And so you can get this book. This book is by Solar Prime Supreme 131, Lazar Lamel. The Secrets of Halloween can be purchased on Amazon. So as you know, coming up, they painted a picture of Halloween being, so actually I dreamed this last night, being something scary, like, the negative part of Halloween, but they don't tell you the positive part of how Halloween is and how it plays a part in our vibration. So I just wanted to read a couple of pages out of it. So when you know about calendar days and things that's on the calendar, then you understand the purpose of it and how it relates to you in your journey. All right. So we're going to read The Secret of Halloween, Solar Prime Supreme 131, Lazar Lamel. Happy Sabbath to everyone. So the 1-3 memorandum is the very first page we're going to read. Okay. So it says the Messiah Code is an archive of sacred records from the future, the past, and the present. A simulation of information that is and has been and always will be moving throughout the mainframe for an eternity of what we call time and space. Time and space expand and contracts like a female giving birth, dilates. The first principle is the movement, harukment. Everything moves, grows, and is redefined in the character. Tested, tried, proven like gold. You are the codex, the product of a tree. All three in one. The first principle of the mainframe, harukment, is movement. The greater consciousness of thought. The hard drive of self-awareness. You can download a portion of the universe and simulate it to your reality. How can I explain what the codex is? That's the question. No one can truly explain it as a bottled up version of explanation. I will do my best to give you a vivid description. A combination of all matter, antimatter, and actuality. You can consider it a combination of all things. We call this the network. We are the codex. We are the network, a combination of all things. The tone of the universe. 4. Everything operates with tones and octaves. This from vibrational dents, anomalies, a collection of data that binds to itself. This means that you have to base your life upon learning. It's just like that book that I talked about, the author of the book, and he only wrote one book, and he's been an author and a famous author, and he only wrote one book. And that book that he wrote, and you keep reading it over and over and over. And you say, oh, that's a famous author. And he hadn't got any downloads since from the very first book he wrote. But you're still reading that same book. So my thing was saying to you is that that author wrote that book and he hasn't grown anymore. That means that you have to base your life on learning. In other words, my guys are saying that the author that wrote that book and that book that he wrote, He put all that he had in that book, that for you to get what you needed to get out of that book. So if you read that book and you don't have any change, or you still staying in the same place, that means that you are not growing. And so in the codex which we are the codex, is that we have to base our life on learning. And so, in other words, we don't just accept what is being presented to us. We learn, we read, we study, we study. We study to show ourselves rightly approved, rightly dividing the word of truth. And that truth be met is that we are constantly, there is not no moment that we are not studying. There's not no moment in our life that we are not reading, because we are the network. We are the network, and that it is constantly being rebooted all the time. Okay. A collection of data that binds to itself. 5. This means that you have to base your life upon learning. It is no day or no minute you are not in the realm of learning. Every aspect that you will learn throughout this program will not be a point in a geometrical shape that you can create in the pathway of life. Coming back to the source. In other words, coming back to the source is how you got where you are. How did you get here in this time and space? And now, remember, when we came into time and space, we came into the lower part of ourselves, which is the third dimension, which is the hell. We came down. And now we are on the ascension process of returning back to source. But this is based on learning from what you have gone through to arrive where you are, learning every day. It's a learning, it's a growth, it's staying on the path. It's that you learn from the choices that you have made. I'm not saying that the choices in life that we've made are negative or wrong or right choices. It's that you're learning from the choices in life that you have made. Those choices in life that you have made are not made to be for you to beat yourself over the head that I made a right choice, I made a wrong choice. No, you grow from every choice in life that you have made, because you're continuously learning. Okay. Every aspect, let me go back down. Yeah. That you will learn throughout the program will be a point in a geometrical shape that you can create the pathway of life. Coming back to the source of life, the source where everything came from, the source that all things that exist, returning back to that source, the source that many call God, that many have attached many names to, this energy, which is source energy, returning back to the source, because you came from the dot, which is 361 degrees, because source is the dot where all things exist. You are starting from the dot, and the dot moves you throughout the mainframe, creating geometrical images from form and awareness of your life patterns. 6. When you move from point A to point B to point C, then back to point A, you are actually creating a geometrical shape, or what we call a dimensional reality. The signal of this destination and the progress of learned behavior. 7. You are a Messiah type, leader or savior of a particular group or cause. Never let anyone tell you different. That means you have to step up to the plate to be a leader. 8. Show perseverance in what you do and diligence in the things you dream to be. The ideal of this is to tap into your uniqueness. Yes, you are unique. And to know the special qualities that you possess as a Messiah type genealogy. I know that it is not easy to be consistent in these days and time, considering the number of challenges
you have to face. We all have to face challenges. We are all facing challenges. Sometimes we see ourselves as Messiah. Sometimes we don't think we're a Messiah. Sometimes we just like, because of the programs that, all the illusional things that we were programmed that we were, all the other data, we didn't see ourselves as Messiah. And those are challenges that you have to know that you're a Messiah no matter what. No matter what you face, no matter choices, what you make in life, you are still a Messiah. I love that. I really love that. I know that it's not easy to be consistent in these days and times, considering the number of challenges you have to face, but it is study to show thyself approved, and also study to show thyself worthy. We have to study to show ourselves approved and to show ourselves worthy. But who are we showing ourselves worthy to? Ourselves. Because we are source energy. We're showing ourselves that we are worthy to be who we are. We have shifted in roles to be where we are because we answered the call and we operate from the dot. 9. Now, Messiah can be applied in many ways. Throughout the course of your journey learning the Messiah Code, you will learn the cycles of 1 through 31. And when we say 1 through 31, understanding why you say 1 through 31. Well, let's look at the birthdays. We're going to say the log date because we talk about the birthdays. The birthdays are actually the log date. That's what you logged in at a certain time in this time and space. For example, we're not going to say the year because within the year we know that the dates were changed, the years were changed. So let's look at this. When we talk about 1 through 31, 1 through 31, everyone that's existing, that's human, or that's in this energy, in this time and space, log date or birthday falls between 1 and 31. 1 and 31. My example would be 12/16. So since we use months, so I'm saying that December, and then the day is 16. So my log date is 12/16. So I would say Thea, the goddess, hers is 3/27. And it was and many more. We're not adding the year because we actually don't know what year it is. So this is where we get the log date, or we talk about 1/31. So your day falls between a 1 and 31. It may be 1 and 31. So that's what we're talking about. You don't hear us say, even though it has on that birth certificate, and we know we're not getting the birth certificate, we can break that down too. But it has like 1962, a 1962. But because the year was changed, we don't know what it is. We don't know what year it is. So we logged in time and space 12/16. All right, let's go. So this is a symbolic clock of time measuring the cycle between 1 and 31 as the Alpha and Omega principle. Everyone is given a code in reference to their log date. So what we call your birthday is a log date. You logged in time and space. Your log date, whatever the time you came in, they wrote down, or they logged it in. When you came through the portal, your mom's portal, they logged it in. They type it in, we call it logged in, your log date. Okay. Everyone is given a code in reference to their log date. How they manifested in the plane of existence that we call reality. 10. These are the building blocks of Messiahship. Let's read that again. Number 10. These are the building blocks of Messiahship. And every block represents a degree. In the temple that you are building, it represents the foundational keys to open the door of monumental temples. 11. You have to make the foundation strong. So when the storm comes, you will not be shaken. You have to make the temple strong. So when the storm comes, it won't make the foundation. Now, it won't break the foundation. It won't fall. It won't crumble down. This is knowing who you are. Okay? The mind, body. Number 12. The mind, the body, the soul are all aspects of the temple, which means the mind, remember, the all is mind. The body and the soul are all aspects of the temple. All three, one. 1, 3, 1. 1, 3, 1. 1, 3, 1. 1, 3, 1. 13. The days of future, the past and the present. As a combination of each, you stand before the throne. The threefold reality that you will tap into, the greatest tool you will have will be that of the Messiah code. The decipher reality, rewrite the mainframe consciousness, rewrite the mainframe consciousness, rewrite the program. Learn the code. You are the codex. Learn the code, know the code, and be the codex. Learn the code. Hear that? Know the code. Be the codex. 14. Where do you want to take your mind? Where do you want to take your mind? Because the all is mind. Where do you want to take your mind? That is the greatest question that I'm asking you right now. "15. The mind is really the soul. When we talk about the soul trapped in the computer, so the mind is really the soul. So the soul has been trapped in the computer. Soul is the experience of expression, inward, outward, the creative force of will. They call this Hua. And you know, I say Yahuwah, Hua, Yahuwah. This is where it's the energy, it's vibration. Hua. 16. Excuse me. If one is able to take his or her quest to the next level, they will become what they truly are, the Messiah, a hero of their world. See, the hero of their world. We didn't say the world, other worlds, but the hero of their world. You got that? I mean, I got that. I got it. And with the power of great leadership, we will be able to save the planet. But guess what? The savior of the world is the savior of their world. You hear to say your world, because when you save your world, we're saving the planet. You don't have to look at trying to save everybody's world. No, save your world, because each one of us messiahs save our world. We're saving the planet. Oh, I love that. 17. The Codex is one of the greatest tools that you will be able to utilize in life. It's just up to you to know that you are great. You are great. You are great. You are great. We are great. We are the Codex. You are great. It's up to you to tap into the power that you have. See, it's time to rewrite the program. Tap into the power that you have. 1 John 4:4. That's that 1:4. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And not only that, is it not written in the law where it says, ye are God? Then it says, suffer little children to come unto me, for such is there is the kingdom. So it's all lining up with who you are, and the power that you are, or the power that you have. You know, even the reel that Lazarus shows on there, where with all of us in there, and my rabbi, where she's doing the teaching, she's talking about the codex, that we're the codex, and understanding that, knowing who you are, everything is flowing through you. Everything. The Messiah, 18, is a motivational tool, but at the end of the day, it is all about self. And that's where this journey is leading. It is all about you knowing yourself. It is all about you knowing that you are the savior of your world. And as you are knowing that you are the savior of the world, you are saving the planet. See, it's not about you trying to save everybody else out there. It's rewriting this mainframe. It's not you trying to save your sister, your cousin, your brother, your uncle, and all them. No. When you save you, your world, you're saving them. 19. The greater you, the greater destiny of what you are becoming and growing to be, the inner being. 20. The one thing is calling out to the outer world. The only way to escape the matrix is to be called. We answered the call. Remember, I shared that love called me. So you must know your purpose in life. To be called, and you must know your purpose in life. When you were called, you know your purpose, because this is where you go into the books. Because there's not one moment that you're not learning. There's not one moment that you're not studying. There's not a moment that you're not, getting away to meditate. There's not one moment. Because remember, when you were unconscious, you were Messiah unconscious, and you were creating a reality in a network where you were unconscious. And so once you answered the call, you woke up, you realized, you accepted this. Your consciousness rose within you. So you are aware of your purpose in life. The ascension of rising up out of hell on the path of returning to source. All right. Revelation 6:11. White robes given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servant also their brethren should be killed as they should be fulfilled. 21. We are more alike than what people know. And this is a template designed to formulate one's own stance on reality itself. The collective social conscious, the empathic feeling of awareness. The frequency of thought moves from the center of our being out into the ocean of reality, set in the midst of one intentional judgment. 22. This is the Messiah code. As a creator, the spirit of creation travels through the compensation of circumstances. Become the Messiah you already are. Become a great person. Become what you truly are. And never let anyone stop you from transforming the idea that you have inside yourself. This is the greatest thing that you have, which is your creativity. 23. The mind is the computer. To calculate the growth of your character, precisely as it moved through the mainframe, it upgrades its system through trials and tribulations. The Messiah Code is not related to astrology or numerology. It is a mainframe consciousness compared to that which you would consider being a computer. C is 3, O is 15, M is 13, P 16, U 21, E is 5, R is 18, all equals to 111 in binary, are the number 7 premise. Now are an electronic device for storing, processing data, typically in binary form, according to instructions given to it in a variable program. 24. There is no more Christianity, there is no more Islam, and there is no more Judaism. There is no more astrology, but there is no more numerology. There is no more Buddhism. All religion is expired. You are Messiah. All that is in the old program, in the old system. Now, in the age of information, also called Thanun, we live in a reality called the network. So we live in the network. I'm listening to my guys. Is that explaining the part about all the different religions? Because remember, that was the old system. And that old system that you were in, it was all like the programming. And many of us was locked into that. We would not move unless we read our horoscope. We would not remove. Okay, we was locked into that. And that old system had us trapped in that area to where we would not even no, I better stay in because this, that, I can't do any of that. No, that's the old system of not understanding what the whole purpose of all that was for. Now the new system is totally different. Your system has been rebooted where you only rely on you. That is the simplest way that I could hear in my ears. And that is not to offend anyone. Is that what you feel that your system is, you operate in your system, you operate in that. But the truth of the matter is, all truth is, all truth is truth. Now, how you perceive the truth, that's your truth. And how what I'm saying is what I, accept. So I'm not here to convince you to try to accept anything. I'm just sharing information that, you could relate to or you don't have to relate to. But I'm not here to bump heads with anyone. That's your journey. So I take that with that. Excuse me. 25. It has a code that is updated every second, every minute, every hour, everything you consider to be time itself. But it is essentially data. Data is another word for DNA. Data. 26. So when you look at the code, like I said, you got to apply it to heroic qualities about yourself. In other words, you are, my guys are saying, you are the zodiacs. You are the constellation. You are all of that. All that's inside of you. But it had got to the point that you relied on all of that to move it throughout your life experience. But you are all of that. And so in this upgraded system as the Messiah, you rely on you because you are the programmer. You are Messiah. You are the codex. You don't rely on all of that. It's all you. Yeah. 27. Now we break down every number from 1 through 31. And they have a special quality and recognition to the reality that we are living. But what you must understand is that your mind is the computer that is tapping into a greater computer, which is the source, the architect. You must construct your goal of happiness and build a life success as a Messiah, nothing is impossible. 28. If you want to call this source God, well, the architect is the one that creates the plan for the building, and we are building right now. Every situation that you go through in life is a brick that you must make perfect. Once you make this brick perfect, you are ready to grow through the situation and put it on the shelf of your reality. The stone that the builder, it says builder rejected. You have to go through these life experiences. This is why we came here. We went through these life experiences and we mastered these. So those bricks are being put on the shelf. We build in our temple. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. Once you make this brick perfect, you are ready to grow through the situation and put it on the shelf of your reality, which becomes a wall of protection. Protection, then it will be known as the temple of the ancestors, the divine presence. 1 Corinthians 3:10, 131. According to the grace of God, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. 29. The Most High God is the architect for the plan of the building, the temple, the spiritual body, the shell, the body, the shell, the body, the shell, the body, the shell, the body. I love that. 30. It has been called by many names throughout time. Now we call it the body, the Messiah. The Messiah code, the codex, the body, the codex, the mainframe consciousness that is linked to the mental reservoir. 31. What we call the source or any other name considered to be a verb, action, movement, progress. This is example what the Messiah code. So shall it will, so shall it be. And that is the memorandum of the secrets of Halloween. And we will be diving into this basically as every day until we lead up to that 10-3-1 day. So it has been an amazing journey with all of you on this early rise. I've had an joyous time. So isn't that amazing? That to know that you're the codex, the Messiah. We talk about the human body, we call it body, but we are the Messiah, which is actually the codex. This whole network. So everything is moving throughout us. Moving throughout the mind is the computer. So when you know yourself, this is where when you come out of the matrix, you go into the book. You don't just come out and just like, hey, I finally escaped this thing, girl. And then all these negative programs, all these negative thoughts come in your head, and you create another whole world that you don't even know that you're really realizing that you're creating it. So you go into the books to understand who you are, your life journey, your life purpose, how you got here, and where you're going. So I am Oracle Mother Yanis Lamel, Nutri-Prime Supreme, 1216 of the Messiah Code Movement and at the Walu Tribe. It has been an amazing space to be in with everyone on this early rise, and I have really enjoyed being here in the sacred space with all of you. And let me shout you out. Lisa, love you. Sunshine, love you. The Goddess, Thea Lamel, love you. And those that are on the YouTube and Messiah Code that I can't say, love you, love you, love you, love you. Sending love out to all of you. General, sending love out to you, all of you. This is the most amazing space to be in. Enjoy it. Love it. Be it. Be the codex. Be the codex. Reprogram the system. Rewrite the program. It's time to shift. In the world, not of the world, but you're here to create the world. Not their world, but your world. You're the savior of your world. Because see, when you save your world, you save the planet. Again, have an amazing day, the rest of your day. And that's where we are. Peace, love, and light. Until we connect again. 131. Shalom. Kum. Mainframe consciousness. The Codex.